Brothers and sisters, aunties, uncles, and play cousins. What's good, family? It's your boy, Professor Michael. Hey, check it out. So we're gonna go ahead and get back into this rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep that moving. I don't care what else I'm doing. I'm gonna keep down this rabbit hole. Um, a lot of you guys have suggested before I move on to the next series, because I did the Starry Night series, that it might be a good idea to do the prisoners round. I see that there's two videos to that one. Both of them are like 30 minutes in length. So I'm going to go ahead and dig into part one right now. I'm actually thinking in my brain right now, I'm going to do part one right here with all y'all. But I think when I do part two, and I'm giving y'all a heads up, giving y'all ample warning, ample time, when I do part two, I'm gonna put that one over on the Patreon. I don't think I'm gonna drop that one on YouTube, um, just because I want to make sure that that I'm keeping the YouTube, first of all, relegated to the music. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of want to stick to doing the behind the scenes type stuff and things like that over there. Now I'm gonna do part one right here because I know that y'all, would like to enjoy that with me. But I'm encouraging y'all, and I've been encouraging y'all to go ahead and jump over there and sign up for the Patreon. I know that, I do have options. Like if you want to contribute, I see the membership, sign ups over there on Patreon. There are paid options to be able to, to join. But I see those paid options as ways for y'all to say, hey, Mr. Michael, we love you. We like your content. We want to support you the best way that we can. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead and sign up for the paid membership. So that way we can help you keep the lights on and stuff like that. And that's appreciated. I love y'all for that. But I don't see your presence over there in the paid column as mandatory. I'm eternally grateful for you if you decide to sign up under that, criteria. But I also made sure that there's a free, you can come over there and you can join me over there and you can see the content and stuff like that for free. You don't have, because I know it's tight right now. Some people just ain't got money like that. And I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I want to continue to build the family. So if you come join me over there, you can join as a free member and you can still see all the stuff that I put up over there. The only thing that is limited to paid subscribers over there, and this is something that I'm doing and I have to do only because it is, there has to be value, in my opinion. So I'm not doing it because I want to be able to be like, hold something or hold a carrot over your head. But at the same time, for those that have decided to support me monetarily over there, I have to give them something for that, and say thank you. So the only thing that I'm making to where no ifs, ands, or buts, you can't see unless you're a paid member, is when I do full album reactions over there. Like if I sit down and I do a full album reaction, I'm gonna make that available for only, the paid members on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, but on the Patreon. With the exception of when we do the Asylum, full album reaction, that is going to be available on YouTube because that's what I promised y'all. But other than that, everything else, except for the full album reactions, you can see for free. So please join me over there. I'm going to do a lot of the behind the scenes. I'm going to start recording a lot more personal things over there. It's going to become a little bit more interactive. I needed to do that. I didn't do that because I wanted an extra platform. Trust me, I don't need extra work. I don't need extra work to do. I don't have a team or anything like that. This is me sitting down, recording, editing, everything myself. So I don't have a team. So I don't need more work. I did it because of the limitations that YouTube unfortunately provides to us at times with being able to react to certain things, and then we get content ID'd. And I don't even care about the content IDs that, say I can't monetize this video. I haven't been able to monetize half the stuff I've reacted to since I started this channel. Ren has been gracious enough to allow the reactors to, but we know 90% of the stuff that we post for y'all, we're not making no money off that stuff, which is why you hear reactors and stuff like that a lot of times saying, please support, please hit the thanks button, please, the Cash App, the PayPal. That's why you hear reactors doing that. It's not because of greed. It's because they want to do this for a living for you. But the only way to do that is if we can make some money off of it. Other than that, we have to get out and get jobs. so so it's a means to an end so that they can continue doing what they love to do. But the only reason they do that is because we can't monetize most of the stuff that we react to. But the thing that makes it even more difficult is that oftentimes, without any reason, they don't have to give you a reason. You know, the labels and stuff like that can not only content ID you, but they can copyright strike you. You know what I mean? And they don't really have to give you a reason because that stuff is not moderated by YouTube. They're the ones that make the ultimate decision, not YouTube. So if I appeal it and they just don't feel like allowing me to have access to it, they'll just say no. And then it's a long, tumultuous process. But what can happen is if I get too many content strikes, you know what I'm saying, or copyright strikes, they can shut down my whole channel. And I have seen people do that before where they shut down your whole channel and then they end up going in and, creating a new channel or whatever the case may be. But then y'all got to come find me again. And I don't really feel like losing all the material that I've ever, recorded for y'all. So, yeah, so I want to do things the right way. So, uh, the Patreon was necessary because there is things that I know a lot of you guys, I get requests and suggestions all the time of stuff that y'all would like to see me react to. And unfortunately, some of that stuff I've already reacted to. You just don't see it because when I go to upload it for whatever reason, it's not being allowed. So I wanted to create that extra platform so that I could take some of that stuff that's not allowed here and put it over there so that you guys can see the stuff that you're asking to see. But in order for that, you got to be over there. You got to actually go sign up. So please, there's a long pitch for join me on the Patreon. Free or not, paid or not, just join me. Just show up. You know what I mean? Also, last hint, I know most of you guys that are going to be watching this video has seen Ren post about it recently. I've seen other reactors post about it. I've seen a couple of other people post about it. And I've also gotten administrative, sort of warnings about this said thing, through time. I need y'all to understand that it's important that you hit these like buttons, that you're commenting on these videos, but more importantly, that you're showing up. And what I mean by that is, make sure that you're coming to the page. I know that, for instance, there's been a few days, a week since the last Ren reaction, right? So a lot of the people that are following me for Ren, are not showing up to some of the other stuff that I post because they're only here for Ren. That's fine. I have no problem with that whatsoever. But I got a couple of comments from some of the people that are fans of mine and fans of Ren that said that when I went live a few days ago, they didn't get the notification for the live. The reason for that is because you haven't been active on the channel. So just because I haven't actually, posted a Ren reaction in a little bit, don't stay away from the channel. Even if I post a video for something that you don't particularly care for or would not actually bump yourself full time, you know what I'm saying? Come to the channel often, click on a video. I'm not saying that you have to sit down and watch something that you don't want to watch, but click the video. Turn it off. You ain't got to stay. You don't even have to stay there and watch the video. But your interaction on the page keeps you in my algorithm. Does that make sense? Because when you spend any time not clicking or interacting with my page, YouTube has a tendency to disable your notifications. They say they haven't been interested in any of his content, so we're not going to push anything to them. So then when I do drop something new, you're not going to get the notification about it because you haven't been here in a minute. So they figure you don't want to see me anymore, which is not the case, but that's the way that they're doing it now. The algorithm, YouTube's got to fix some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not here to bash YouTube because, YouTube has provided an opportunity and a platform for me to be able to meet you guys and grow this family. Then I'll forever be grateful to YouTube for the platform. But there's some bugs that need to be fixed because they're actually de-incentivizing people like myself and other creators from being able to give you the stuff that you're looking for, which is crazy to me. But anyway, make sure that you're coming to the page. Make sure that you're checking off. Make sure that you're clicking the like button on the videos. Make sure that you're, interacting with the page, even if it's not something that, you particularly are rocking with, just to make sure that you stay connected to the algorithm. Because I would hate to have stuff dropped on my page that you guys don't even know about, And also, even Ren said this, make sure that you go into your subscribe, when you click the subscribe tab, make sure that you go in there and make sure that your notifications are still turned on, because YouTube has a tendency to turn them off on you. You want to make sure that yours are on. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Housekeeping, I pretty much already did it. Make sure that you like this video. Make sure if you're not already subscribed to the channel, you hit the subscribe tab. We're trying to grow to 10,000, and we want to go way beyond 10,000. But this road to 10,000 is getting really exciting. We're almost there, and I'm gonna do a special live with you guys when we actually get there. But I need you to do it. All right. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay up on everything that we do over here. So today, we're going to go ahead and get into Prisoners Round, Part 1, the story of Starry Night. Okay? Let's go.
Remember you saying as well, like, this is it now, like, we're so close, but it's got so intense, and now I've just got to make it until the 21st, or whatever the date was in September, for Vincent too. And it's like, we said it a few times, but you were really fixated on, like, I'm just going to make it today.
Yes, I am the malevolent, degenerate, delegate. Incarcerate the truth, keep it separate. The fabric of society is deadless, cause they don't want me in the room. I'm the elephant, let's go. I guess I was fucked on the get-go. Wrong place at wrong time, guess so. Wrong planet, wrong mind. Guess you could say I was destined to break because I...
Yeah, I was on Stormbridge. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, but they were made.
Oh, that's beautiful. If y'all was on the live with me or followed me a little bit, you know that I've told y'all that water is my happy place. So every time I see water like that, all I can think about is what I would be doing or what I would be thinking or just me sitting there.
We're shooting Vincent's Cell Part 2, bit of a crazy one. It's like in 4 parts, this song. It's fucking amazing. Yeah, it's kind of fucked actually. It's not a song, but it is a song. It's still roughly in the universe
He said it's not a song, but it is a song.
of the other tales, but new character, separate to Jenny and Screech and Violet. We had one very quick chat about shooting a video in a prison. Ren put a story up on Instagram and said, "Has anyone got a prison?"
A recap of the last 2 hours at the Citadel.
David was like, "Yeah, I'd love to host you guys at the prison." It was miraculous that someone owns a fucking prison and found out about it that quickly. But so
The dude owns a prison.
on either side, there's like a fucking.
That view down there is crazy. It's quite knowledge, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm coming here on the apocalypse, mate.
This is what I'm saying. David the Min's got it all figured out.
Hello, excuse me, I don't think you can come here.
Howdy.
Hello.
Are you BTSing now?
I am BTSing.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna be BTS wars right now.
Yeah, well,
Who can BTS Ren better?
That's dope to think that. I mean, I know, from watching Ren that he's an on-site shooter. You know what I'm saying? What I mean is, when he wants to shoot a video or something like that, like he finds locations. He actually goes to that place to film the video. So these aren't sets. This isn't AI, none of that other kind of stuff. Like he actually films that stuff for real, for real. So it's dope to see him walking through this vacated prison, knowing that he shot this video in a place that used to actually be a prison. Say he is a lunatic.
The song wasn't finished. It probably still wasn't finished. The song wasn't finished until the morning of the shoot. So we planned a whole video shoot without a song being there, you know. But as Ren said before, when he writes the song, he's basically writing a video at the same time. So that's why we can work like that. But it's been pretty tough. He's got.
That is so dope. That is so dope. You know, as a songwriter, that makes so much sense to me. Here's what people don't understand about people that write songs. Real songwriters. Real songwriters, there's a method to writing a good song. I mean, some people sit down and just start at the beginning and just start writing words and, you know, okay, now let's find the next word that matches or rhymes with this word. But real songwriters come at it from a different perspective. So real songwriters sit down and the first thing that pops in their head is, okay, where do I want, what story do I want to tell? So they sit down and they think of the theme. What is this song going to be about? What do I want to tell the story about? That's where it starts. Okay. And then it doesn't go, okay, well, let's start writing the story. Then it goes to, once I've thought of the theme and once I've thought of what I want this to be about, the next step is, where do I want it to end? Where do I want this story to end? And we visualize where we're going to end. But in order to visualize where we want the story to end, we have to see it. That's why we have to think of the theme, the story first. Okay, we've got all this different stuff happening. Where do I want the story to end? So if I'm writing a song about a man and a woman falling in love, I've actually given this man a face. I've given this woman a face. You know what I'm saying? And I see them, you know, going through the actions of walking through the flower gardens and little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've actually put in faces to these people. Now, where do I want it to end? Do I want them to end in marriage? Do I want them to end in turmoil? Do I want them to end? Where do I want this story to end? Okay. And then once you've decided where you want the story to end, now I go back through, but you can actually see the visuals in your head and rewind. So now I can say, here's where I want it to end. These are the characters. This is the story. Now, where do I want to meet them at? Where do I want the world to meet them so that I can take them to the ending? So now I've thought of the characters. I've thought of the story. I've thought of the ending. And then now I say, okay, where do I want the world to meet them? Okay, this is where I'm going to have them meet them. So now we have a beginning, we have an ending, and we have a story. Okay, now it's, let's take the beginning and get it to the end. But in order to do that, it's kind of like what Ren says sometimes, the end, the beginning, the end started there, because now I have to write this story backwards in my mind. I have to write it backwards. Okay, in order to get here, we had to have this happen until I get back to where I wanted them, you know, where I wanted you guys to meet them at. Now I can begin writing the story from the beginning to match where I wanted it to end. It is a process for a real songwriter. And anything missed in there. And even there's times where we might write a line and be like, no, see, that would have happened before where I wanted you to meet them at. So I can't tell that part because that's not cohesive with where I started this story. So then you got to go back in and you got to change and recreate and stuff like that. So writing a song, writing a real impactful song is a whole process. I said all of that just to say that it makes perfect sense to me that when he thinks of a song, while he's writing the song, he sees the video in his head. And that is so dope to me that he thinks that way, because that tells me that he is sincere about wanting to connect with you. He's not just writing a song. He's doing all the steps that I just told you happened during the songwriting process only happen for the writers that want to connect to you, that want to connect you to that song. Other than that, you can sit down and you can write a song full of a whole bunch of meaningless shit. You know what I'm saying? And you can, but I know you're going to see these characters in my song because I saw these characters when I wrote this song. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm introducing you to what I was seeing in my head, which makes the second step even doper, because when he makes his videos, because of the way he wrote the song, now not only can he connect you to his words, but he can also connect you to his thoughts. Because in the video, you get to see exactly what he was seeing when he wrote the song. You see, you get what I'm saying? So this is all about connection. This is all about connection. I'm not just writing a song. I'm writing an opportunity to connect to someone, because I want you to be able to draw from it the same inspiration that I drew from it when I thought of it. You know what I'm saying? So now I have an added blessing. I get to make a song that's going to be a banger that you guys are going to connect to, that's going to help you guys through some hard times, that's going to help you guys through some emotions and some trials and tribulations. I get to write that song. But at the same time, I get to make a video that can show you exactly what I was going through or what I was thinking about when I made this. So we can connect on both levels. That is so dope to me. That is so dope to me that he said that, because I understand it.
Some good people around. Sam's got great understanding of the vision. Josh has a really great understanding.
Don't you feel so excited for this new innovation with your synapse augmented with our new serum inject? You know what I mean? He's going to be very like, and my character's just going to be like very kind of like standoffish. And then when my character's like, guards, and then that's when the guards will walk in, pick him up, and then kind of drag him out of frame. That's the way I saw it. So you'll have over my shoulder, looking at Doctor, over the Doctor's shoulder, looking at me. You'll have a wide, and then I think you'll have maybe a POV of me looking at the Doctor, so that I can get right up to the lens with the Doctor, and I can get really like invasive with it, because I think we've got to have that really invasive feel too. So there's essentially 1, 2, 3, 4 shots of that whole thing, I think, and then however you want to do the drag out.
Hollywood is missing out on director Ren. We have artist Ren, singer, songwriter, reggae artist, rapper, like musician. Like we have all of those. And YouTube and us, the renegades, we get it. But Hollywood is really sleeping on director Ren. I'm gonna keep pushing Netflix. Somebody, I'm gonna keep pushing. You're gonna hear me say it all the time. I know it's getting ready to get real redundant, but I'm gonna keep saying it. Somebody better sign him to a film deal.
I think we should film one drag out with a wide too.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's very doable.
I'm sorry, that prison, I know it's a prison or an ex-prison, probably been preserved, cleaned up, all this, that, and other, you know what I'm saying, by this billionaire owner that owns the building or whatever. But the surroundings around that prison are beautiful. I'm sorry. I don't know what the conditions were like when it was an active prison on the inside, but being outside that prison would be euphoric. It is beautiful.
Little change of plans, so we're doing all the setups on tripod. Just use this cable.
What's going on, Joe? What are you doing? We're colouring in the morph suits. Why? Because it says morph suit on the back.
I think this is your best bit of art yet, Brigitte.
Oh, thanks. Thank you for believing in me.
Look at it. Look. This is one of the first things I refurbished. So we put, this used to be sort of sash doors, but windows, and now we can actually open it out. It's a little sharp. It's built to be a death trap, so every corner is an area to shoot enemy coming across. So you see the doors there? So it's got crossfire.
So not only did this used to be a prison, but it also used to be like a battle facility, like a war facility, like a base, so to speak. As it says, every area was, you know what I'm saying, designed to be able to shoot people coming across to defend. So this was a prison. It used to be like a battleground converted into a prison? Or was it both at the same time?
Across, so down here, this is where they would be firing the enemy coming across.
You've got oregano growing on the windowsill, and there's in between your legs. This is my special herb.
It's really well preserved, though. Whoever, I mean, the dude that owned it, they didn't preserve it pretty good.
If it gets worse by tomorrow, I might have to go.
Oh, fuck.
I can't really risk my sight.
What is it like? You say
It's when I got stabbed in the eye. Now I've got this infection of Lyme disease.
Okay, wait. So I get the Lyme disease. I saw it says from the infection from the Lyme, the Lyme disease, this, that, and the other. So my question, hold on. Where did this stab thing come from? Y'all got to help me with that one, because I heard him just say it's where I got stabbed in the eye. I've never heard any stories of Ren being stabbed in the eye. Nobody's ever shared that with me. Maybe y'all shouldn't share it with me. I don't know. Because I know as we go along, I'm probably going to end up running into that story somewhere in the rabbit hole. But that one threw me off a little bit. What does he mean, stabbed in the eye?
It's weakened. It's attacking now. Yeah.
Is there anything to do?
I don't know. If I haven't had this before. But if that gets worse by tomorrow, I might have to just go home. You had eye drops? I had eye drops, yeah. It's like, it's where I got stabbed in it. I think it's because of my Lyme disease.
Yeah, it's where I was stabbed in it. Where, what? Okay.
It's coming back, it's like, attacking it.
Lyme disease is a condition that's caused by bacteria, and your body has your immune system. So your immune system is usually a pretty good line of defense. But in this case, the bacteria that's caused the Lyme disease, also the co-infection of Bartonella, has also managed to start attacking the central nervous system. And then with the autoimmune side of it, your bacteria is now in your nervous system. That's also going to trigger an autoimmune response. The body has now started attacking not only the bacteria, but the nervous system as well.
Today, it's not hurting right now. I just don't know if this is going to get, I'm just thinking about the shot, basically. Like, if this just looks really red, it's going to look really weird. It's not going to look great.
I know some of you guys have already told me in the comments from previous reactions and stuff like that, and now I understand it, that they had to add that fight scene in the video, to give them a reason to kind of use makeup to disguise the puffiness. But listening to this now, it makes so much more sense now.
I mean,
and I remember the first time that I watched Starry Night, I was like, what happened? Was he in did Ren get in a fight? But it wasn't even a fight that he got in. It was the guards attacking him and beating him up that they wrote into it.
Narratively, like, we can do something creative in this.
Like, maybe at the end of the riot, he gets hit in the eye, and then when he comes to his goal, we just do a bit of breathing, yeah? Then that could work. Because I'm okay to leave. It's just that if it gets this is worse than mine.
Your central nervous system also includes your optic nerve with the eye. So this autoimmune response will cause things such as inflammation, hypoxic tissues. Because of the swelling, he had uveitis, neuroretinitis as well. And this hypoxic tissue in the eye is now not sending that nerve impulse to the brain, so there's no image processing. This meant that his sight was lost and he potentially would never get his sight back again.
Oh, wow.
No, I was just wondering about getting a doctor. I said, I don't know. I think tomorrow we'll check it out. But I think today we'll just go for black eye. And then if my eye or my vision's fucked tomorrow, then I'm just going to have to get to a doctor, basically.
Counter as we get you to a doctor now.
Nah, it's not hurting enough now. We do everything tomorrow. It's not hurting enough, I don't think. To go to a doctor. I think I would rather rest, have a night's sleep, see if it's gotten better, and if it's gotten worse, then because otherwise.
One thing is though, maybe
they're not going to be able to. In the space of 24 hours, I don't think I'm going to go blind.
Think about it, like
tomorrow they might not be able to help as much, but today they might be able to do something that means you will be okay for tomorrow. But sometimes if you let it get too bad, then it's worse in the end.
I don't think it's getting worse. It was hurting yesterday, it's not hurting today.
You know, I could read between the lines with Ren. I'm watching his face, I'm watching his body language, and you know that it's not even the thought of having to go to the doctor. It's not the thought of, like, right now, as ridiculous as it might sound to the average person, and I'm not going to say that he doesn't care about his eye, because you know he cares about it. You know what I'm saying? You know that he doesn't want to go blind. But in this moment right now, he cares about this craft and about this music and about this gift that he has. He cares so much about that right now, the only thing, everybody's looking at him like, aren't you worried about your eye? Aren't you this, that, and the other? And you realize right now, he's thinking in his head as he's talking to them, I hear y'all, but I'm not getting this done. Like, that's his biggest, the thing that's giving him the most anxiety right now in this conversation is the thought that I'm going to have to go and we won't get this done. Like, he cares about it that much to where all he's thinking about right now is, I'm not leaving until we get this video done. Like, I want to get this done. Like that's what I'm reading in his body language right now. It's like, okay, hey, if I gotta take the chance, if I gotta this, that, and other, I mean, we're here. I have an opportunity to do something magical and create something amazing, and I'm not leaving. I'm not gonna let this thing steal that from me, bruh. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I love Ren, because I mean, he's so passionate about this art. This art means everything to him.
If it gets worse, there's nothing I can do about it, really. And I don't necessarily think getting to a doctor right now, unless they're like an optometrist, which is going to be difficult. I think the best thing to do is get Connor to phone like Spire or someone today and get a private appointment in for Monday, because we probably won't get one in before then anyway, in Brighton. We get that in and then we'll just, if it's really bad tomorrow, if my vision gets blurry, then we just go to the hospital. It's all right. It'll be fine.
You see, he basically just culminated everything that I just said with that last statement. It's all right. I'll be fine. How many men, I ain't even gonna say just men, how many people do you know what I'm saying, going through stuff, struggling, dealing with things in life or whatever the case may be, but there's something more important to them that they need to accomplish, or they need to get done, or kids they've got to, provide for or whatever. And it's like, okay, however I feel right now doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'll be fine. How many times have I said, I'm good? Knowing I'm really breaking down, but there's something more important than me right now that I have to stand up for. So whatever it is I'm dealing with, I'm good. I'm good until this thing is finished. Bruh.
There is no stopping you. Like, no matter how fucked you are, it doesn't matter what anyone says to you at that point. Like, until you really can't do it anymore, you just go.
That's literally what I just said. That's literally what I just said. He's got there's like, but man, I just respect his artistry. I'm telling you, just I'm a hip hop guy. So, there are hip hop songs that, I listen to, that I bump, that have, value to me from the hip hop perspective. But as far as artistry goes, there's been very few artists that I've just I can't not desire listening to them or following them. In my days coming up, Stevie Wonder, not only in his voice and his musical ability, but his songwriting skills. Stevie Wonder is I'm going to tell you straight up that Stevie Wonder is probably the greatest songwriter this earth has ever seen. Songwriter. And I know that there have been some phenomenal songwriters, but y'all really don't know how gifted that man was at writing songs. Stevie Wonder is probably the greatest songwriter this earth has ever seen. You know, people like, Marvin Gaye, people like Gerald Levert, who I have on my wall, Prince, the artistry, the passion that went into their craft is something that you can't even describe. You can only feel it. You can only feel it. But I guarantee you that if you spend any time in any of those archives sitting down actually listening, and we're going to be talking about some of that stuff as I do, my series that I'm working on now. I'm working on a series called Classic Conversations, where we're going to go back in time and we're going to do full album reviews and have conversations about, the importance of and the passion and all that stuff that went into that album and the artists behind it. We're going to have some detailed conversations about classic music and their impact on that time. But anyway, that's the shameless plug, by the way. But no, seriously, there's very few artists that for some reason when you hear them or you see them, it's a different level. It's a different level, and it's not even about one particular skill set. Ren can rap his ass off. I love listening to him rap. His bars and his metaphors and doubles and triples and all that stuff is fantastic. Is he my favorite rapper of all time? No. I mean, I have other rappers that I would put over Ren in the rap category. But to me, it's not even about that. That's not why I'm following him or why I'm so in love with him. I'm enamored with Ren for 3 reasons. And 3 reasons only. I'm enamored with Ren because of his heart, because of how he cares for the world, how he cares for people, and his intent behind what he's doing. He's not just another artist. And if you see him as just another artist, you'll never respect the gift that is Ren. Ren is a gift to the world, believe it or not. And I, for one, am not going to overlook that gift or not appreciate that gift. I'm not going to be guilty of that. Ren is a gift to the world because of his heart. You know what I'm saying? He is a human's human. We always say man's man, woman's woman. Ren is a human's human. You know what I'm saying? His heart is unmatched. You know what I'm saying? His art is the second reason that I love him so much, because of the passion that goes into his art. You never know what you're going to get because he hasn't put himself inside of a box and he hasn't limited himself to one particular genre. Ren loves the art of music. And anybody that's ever walked into a museum knows that no one painting looks like the other painting. Sometimes they may have similarities, but there's a different feeling that you get from each painting or from each image that you see walking in there. And that's how Ren views his craft. This is a museum full of beautiful art, and you have to appreciate each one individually. And each one is going to take you to a different place, and it's going to give you a different emotion, and it's going to give you a different feeling. It's going to trigger your senses in different ways. But each one of those things, there's going to be a different experience. So whether that be rock and roll, whether that be rap, whether that be reggae, whether that be blues, whatever it is, if I got to do it, if that's the emotion that I'm feeling, I'm going to transmit that emotion to the listener. And he cares more about the art than he does about the sales. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he appreciates the sales, and of course he wants to make money from it. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to do that because you can't give the world what you give them and not be appreciated. That's why he has all you renegades. That's why he has almost 3 million followers, because he connects to people. You know what I mean? So he doesn't, the industry be damned. He's going to connect. Kind of like what they say about LeBron James, what they always say when he says he never cheated the game. Yeah, that's how I feel about Ren. He never cheats the art. He never cheats the art. He always makes sure he gives the art, not you, not himself, not the industry. No, his dedication is to the art. He makes sure that he respects and appreciates the art enough to not steal from it and cheat it. So you're going to always give it everything you got. So when you hear a finished Ren song, you know for a fact that there was nothing else that Ren could have done to that song to make it any better. He gave that song everything that it had, or everything that it needed. That I respect. I respect that more than anything. And then the final thing that I appreciate is his stance on the world, his stance on society, his stance on life. I guess it even goes back to his love for people. And when I said he's a human's human, his stance on I guess it's still just humanity. I appreciate him as a person. I guess that's the best way to put it. That I appreciate him as a person. I would love to sit in a room with him, but my intentions for being in a room with him are not because I want to sit down and interview him. If I got the opportunity to interview him, that'd be fantastic. I would love to pick his brain. But it's not even that I want to interview him. I want to be in his presence so that I can pick up some of his vibe, some of his energy. I want to see how he interacts with the people around him. I want to see how he interacts with me. I want to see how he responds to certain situation in first person. You know what I'm saying? I want to pick up some of that energy because I imagine just being around him and seeing how he embodies humanity and the way that he embraces the day is just, even when he's being crazy, Ren, there's nuggets. He's dropping nuggets in the crazy Ren. None of that. I don't think Ren does anything without having his mind turned on. Some people do stuff and they do crazy shit and they turn their mind off and they just don't give a fuck during that time. Ren is never not aware of what he's doing. And he knows the impacts, both negative and positive, that whatever he's doing is going to have on the people that he's trying to connect with and the people that are already in his circle. He knows full well what his choices, the impact that his choices are making, and he never puts himself first. It's never about, I'm Ren and this is what I want and y'all better. That's not, anyway, we can say I'm gonna turn this into a live. Let's get back to finishing watching this. If I ever get the opportunity to sit with him, of course I'm gonna ask him a couple of questions. First of all, I ain't got the money to go to the UK right now, so I probably won't get that opportunity. But should I ever get the opportunity to sit in the room with Ren, I might ask him a couple of questions. But more than anything, I just want to chill. I would love to go sit down and just watch him in a studio session one time. Not say a word, just watch, just embrace it. Like these are like dreams come true for me, to actually go sit down and just embrace the moment. I don't need to take a notebook and take 5,000 notes. I just want to go be in the moment.
Make a movie, mate.
Making a movie.
I've had some pretty shit things happen to me in life, but
Someone's got the ball there.
nothing in my life has hurt more than fucking being stabbed in the eye.
Nothing in my life has hurt more than being stabbed in the eye. Again, man, I see now. I haven't heard that part of the story yet. I got to find out where this being stabbed in the eye is. I'm scared to jump ahead. I don't want to start digging too much because I don't want it to take away from my natural response to finding out what happened. But man.
Not many people will realise how much eye injuries hurt because it's not a common thing.
It's something different, man.
How do I begin? Wait a minute, I know. Step 1, I repent. Step 2, let me go. No, 3, maybe I show you one.
That's one of the coldest beats that I've heard him make. He makes some cold beats. But that beat right there is so ridiculous.
For my crime. Fuck that, let me speak my mind. So allow me to introduce myself to your manifestation of everybody in this room. Ever felt discarded by a system that's regarded to be something for the people, but the people disregarded is retarded. Putting all the power in the palms of the heartless. Lions don't care when chewing on carcass. Homeless levels rise and the politicians pardon. Slave labor wage docking pay for the farmers.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Let's zoom into...
My coffee's getting cold on me. I gotta hurry up and finish it.
Steadicam was invented in the States about 45 years ago, I think, as a way of combining handheld movement with the dolly shot. Dolly shot is on tracks, like small train tracks, and you have holds the camera, and so you get these very, very nice steady movements. Handheld, obviously, you have wobble from operator's input. The Steadicam takes the smoothness, but means that you can shoot going upstairs or through small spaces where you can't fit track.
And then the AR module on top, which is the thing that spins the camera. That really means that you can turn into like a human crane. So I can get the camera above my head, like sort of around 9-10 feet in the air, and then to floor level in the same shot, and it's amazing. It's always good when you, as a camera operator, when you feel like a character in the room, because it means you're storytelling as well.
But yeah, camera operators, cameramen, they are definitely storytellers. They are definitely storytellers. People don't. Just one shot, one angle with a camera can change the dynamic of a whole story.
Sam and I have this dynamic where we throw ideas to each other, and he can tell me.
It makes this video even more impressive to know that as he's filming all of this, until you saw these behind the scenes, you're just watching a video and you're like, oh, that's dope and that's cool that Ren did all that and that was a great idea and so forth and so on. But then now to watch this and understand that while he was doing all this hard work to film this, to get this video out to us, he was actually in pain and suffering and blurred vision and all that stuff was happening. And he was like, fuck that. We're getting this to them, whether I want to or whether y'all want to or not. Like the extra, y'all get it. Y'all get it.
He doesn't like it if he doesn't. Which is why I do these jobs, because it's a really good collaborative process. But most of the time it's, I have very little control. I'm just like a remote control person.
Who I got to shake you up, to shake you up, to fuck the system up.
What's that?
You have something.
Oh, no, same song. That was good. I like that one.
You have something on your face, by the way. Yeah. What happened?
Joe.
Joe.
He was filming BTS.
Joe.
Just need to start doing more in the BTSs, to be honest. It's like this sitting around here. Need action. Let's hit the other eye.
15 millimeters.
He said, let's hit the other eye.
The last time I'm going to have a working eye.
Why do I say that?
Oh, man. That probably, if I was one of his friends, if I would have shot like that, would have broke me. I mean, obviously, I've seen Ren since the shooting of this, so I know that things are different. But if you're sitting in that room with him in that moment, knowing that he's pushing himself to get this done like that, and then he looks at you and says, this is the last time I'm going to have a working eye, bruh, I probably would have melted in that moment. I'd have been like, bruh, that would have been hard to hold back.
That's what it lasted. It served me well, I
Even him, he's trying to be Superman. He's trying not to be emotional about it. But the fact that he mentioned it tells you that it was bothering him. Tells you that he was scared. But he was determined at the same time.
Okay.
You can have a robotic one. What? And shit later. Come on, and see through walls.
It's hard looking at his face right now. Cause you can see it. He's being strong, but it's like it's on the inside. It's one of them things that he's gutting that right now. He's stomaching that so that nobody else around him will worry. But it does bother him. It does scare him.
What's up? Is the mirror in there?
It's in the green room.
But you know what they say, as the leader goes, so does the troops. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I can't really show this right now how bad it's bothering me because we have a job to get done. And I know that if I start melting down, everybody around me is going to melt down too. So I gotta hold on to this until we get this finished.
Hello, good sir.
How you doing?
I'm doing alright. How are you doing?
Yeah, feeling good as always. That's cool.
It's crazy to me how closely he resembles Ren with that wig and them glasses on.
We've got a quick lens change. We're going back into it. When it's starting to hurt a little bit.
Yeah, you see his friends. His friends can see it too. The people that know him. And he's like, Ren is starting to hurt a little bit. And he probably didn't even say that. But they can see it because they're in tune with him.
Just so you know, Brenner's starting to hurt a little bit already.
His eye? Yeah, okay.
It wasn't hurting at all, so...
That's tough, man. That's tough. I would be that friend, be like, fuck that, we're leaving. Fuck this video, Ren, we're leaving.
You're not going for them.
You need a special key. But luckily I have it.
Shout on its own.
It's opened inwards. Now. How far down? These are the punches.
These are the punishment cells.
Junior Reds.
How does that say?
That's the hole, huh? That was the hole in that prison.
1860.
What punishments have been done here?
1865. Imagine what they would have done to prisoners in 1865.
Yeah, 1865. They punishments was punishments. They didn't have no PC people walking around the prison with picket signs and nothing like that. They ain't had none of that stuff. 1865, they did whatever the hell they wanted to do to you. Them punishment cells was punishments.
And then lean back to me. You proper tripped me out earlier when I sat down and I could hear your voice, but I was sure it was you. Because you were wearing that, and that's the last thing I'd seen you in. It was just...
Wait, when my man came through though, I don't know why the wig, when he had it on, when my man came through with the wig on, his was curly. His wig was curlier than Ren's.
What? That's actually uncanny, bro. That's fucking tripping me out. We are back of the head twins, man.
Back of the head twins.
Before you do anything else with camera.
Oh no, it wasn't curly. I mean, it probably was just bushy.
The last
because now that he's standing up, it looks similar.
Hour difference. Yeah. So in terms of light, they have changed slightly.
Yeah.
So it is just like.
Have we been? Can we match it?
It yes, but it's just a bit more of a job. You know, it's not going to just be a straight line. I don't think you've got to follow
what I was saying the whole time.
Yeah, I know, but with the intention of the shot, like what I thought we were going into it doing is it wasn't the shot to be held for like half of the thing. I thought it was like you just have like a moment here and there, like.
It's not going to be held for the whole thing, but you still need an hour ago to be matched to an hour now. If those
yeah. But but this is what I mean. It's like it's not much, but it's just you got a different.
Is it possible? Because if not, we're going to have to do it when the light goes down.
No.
Again.
As I'm saying, it is possible. It's just you're going to have to do it's not going to be it's just not a straight mask.
Okay, but is it possible? Will we get home and say it's unusable? That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, I know.
Yeah.
Can we tell the same thing in a different way?
No, we need this wide. So if it's not going to work, we have to.
I hear what you're saying. Can I have this, please?
Yeah, I just wish what you heard what I was saying 3 hours ago.
No, I heard what you were saying. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Listen, I wish you would have said something 3 hours ago.
If you guys think it can work, then
I think it's still that's like.
It's just that if we lose this shot, then we've lost the last bit of the meeting.
Yeah, no, I hear you, and this is why I'm just checking this stuff now.
Yeah.
But I think it is doable, but it's not just a straight.
No, I know. Yeah.
But yeah.
Like, I ain't got time for you to be sitting there thinking about it. Are we doing it or not?
Okay.
Ren doesn't like the lady. Most people do though, but he's picky.
Did you peel it?
Huh?
Don't peel it then?
No, don't peel it.
Well, I don't eat shit, do I?
So what are you guys currently preparing?
Ren's filled some coconut oil, so we cook with. Put a little bit of salt in there. We're going for more of a.
Can we just talk about how good those friends are? How good of friends he has? That's I'm not going to elaborate or go into a big long conversation about that, but not only are those people part of a team and they work for him and with him, but they're also his friends. You know, those people actually care about Ren. You know what I mean? It's just like but that says a lot about Ren too. All of that says a lot about Ren, because you're not going out of your way for a dickhead. Like, these people love Ren, and there's a reason they love Ren.
Summary kind of dish.
There's Ren's food label there.
Summary dish, so there's less veg to cook. Yeah, cucumber and lettuce. And he's got a bit of herbs. So you can have some herbs. So you only need herbs.
That sort of size, Kai?
Yeah, fuck it. That's actually some spot on thickness going on there. You know that guy, that walks around saying, I'm the cook.
I'm just the cook.
This is the actual situation.
I'm just the cook, Joe.
I'm buying him a t-shirt for his birthday just to make him happy. This is actually what happens behind the scenes. Like, it's all a front.
I'm the cook, but you ain't cooking. She's a damn good makeup artist too. And like I said, when I first I didn't know all of Ren's story the first time that I reacted to Starry Night, but when I saw it though, I like that was believable to me. Everything that they do, the acting, the makeup, the scenes, the camera shots, like everything is fucking awesome for an independent, for somebody that pays for all this shit out of their own pocket. The level of professionalism and quality that I've seen people that do this. I've seen people that all they do is make movies and they shit don't look this good.
Yeah, we've got less than 45 minutes of shooting left.
Okay, fine.
40 minutes of shooting.
How are we having the lighting for this one?
The thing is, if we want the beam of the spotlight,
we definitely want the beam.
Yeah, let's swing the light across that.
Yeah, we want it to feel like stage. Yeah, the beam is really important. So on like a lot of haze, a real strong directional beam.
Cool. Can we
Lower it slightly so it's going more of a long.
touch low Jack, we're gonna need you around the corner.
There's no democracy. Democracy ain't corporate lobby free for all. Democracy ain't rich boys, silver spoon seniors. Democracy ain't eating up a lie then forgiving you. Democracy ain't choosing between herpes or chlamydia. Democracy, hypocrisy, a synonym entwined. Take a baby then deliver him, position him in line.
That was such a bar. I remember even when we just did the song reaction, choosing between herpes and chlamydia, bruh. Bruh, that's such a bar.
And then imprison him, condition him in school to make him blind. After they christen him, the Father, Son, the Ghost, but not the mind. We are divine, we lose potential when we gravitate to greed. We are benign, we turn to cancer when we take more than we need. We are designed to be magnificent, we waste that when we walk. A starry night, the plight of Vincent inside cell block 44. I fought a war inside myself, the war of everyone.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Working man, war of what's and why's and how's, and when's the time to take a stand? And who's the one to put me in my place? You or is it God? It's compliance, staying silent. If defiance comes from love, I come from love. I come from hope, I come from truth, I come from trust. I am the last remaining push inside a world that turns to dust. Against the people so determined all to die. And for what? Love of power, love of money, love of ego, love of lust.
Bro, I love seeing that. I don't know. Like, I started getting all tingly watching that right there. Man.
Oh. You just got this nice hair.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go and get changed in that room and then.
Connor's ready to take you.
Yeah, perfect.
So, grab my clothes and shit.
Connor, I'm just gonna grab all my pills and shit, bro.
Check this down.
Oh, you got them, yeah?
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Good times. Oh, they listening. Come on now, let's go.
That's the name of it.
What's up?
Where we are?
A 20-minute hospital. Yeah, sorry. yeah. Hopefully that is what it is. It's just in and out in 20 minutes, and then they just put you on your way.
It's gonna take us 20 minutes to get there, mate.
What is it? A
24-hour knee.
A 24-hour.
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
So things must have got pretty bad because they ended up going to the emergency room. I heard when they were sitting in that little room, he said, we're going to try to see if we can get by until Monday. But he was like, and if it gets really bad, we'll just have to go to emergency, go to the hospital. So it must have started getting pretty bad after they was filming that stuff right there because they on their way to a hospital.
Oh, Ashford's probably quite a Larry place, isn't it?
It's Saturday night.
It's I don't know, because it's either that or Canterbury, but Canterbury's further the wrong direction and Canterbury's a unit.
Oh, mate, I think I just go to bed. And then if it's worse tomorrow morning, then we risk it.
Look at him. He's saying, I don't want to go. I don't want to make the risk of going all the way there and then we can't get back here and get this video done. All he cares about is getting this video done. He's still trying to convince them I don't need to go.
This video looks fucking crazy so far.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
No, it's gonna be an amazing music video. I'm just hoping that. I'm fucking praying. Please, any forces that be out there. I know that you like to fucking boot me around sometimes, but please, let my eye be okay for tomorrow.
You made a deal with God, right?
About smoking, yeah. So why am I? I haven't actually I haven't smoked. God. I actually swear from today, if my eye wakes up and it's clear white, I'm a man of God.
Fuck a busking session, a preaching session, that's what's going to be now.
No, I mean it. I'm gonna drop some God bars if God faces my eye by tomorrow night, overnight.
He said, if I wake up and my eyes completely clear, I'm a man of God.
I mean, not God. But if he doesn't, does that mean I get to smoke?
So yeah, around 5 o'clock this morning, I think it was 5, 6 this morning. Ren come in and I could see that his eye was really swollen, streaming a lot. I expect it was red underneath the swollenness, but yeah. So I think we're out of the door in 5 minutes and went to A&E.
But we'll know more tomorrow when we go to the doctor properly, but I think it's just a real mix for him, and he's just absolutely fucking shattered, exhausted, and obviously feeling it emotionally and hoping that there is some way that we can sort this through the insurance and everything else, because otherwise this has become a mighty expensive video to pull off, right? But this is how it goes sometimes. It's just...
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You know something I just thought about, and it just dawned on me, and I don't know why, it's probably irrelevant to, but I wonder how much Ren actually sleeps. Like, real talk. Like, I wonder how much he gets to rest. At the rate that he pumps out music, at the rate that he does these videos, and I'm going to address the elephant in the room where he said, I am the elephant. The elephant in the room is somebody that's gone through the kind of hardships and trials, especially with health, that he's gone through. He lives every day probably not only trying to love on people, trying to help humanity, trying to make sure that he has a lasting impact on this world in a good way. But I'm sure somebody like that, probably in the back of his mind, also lives his life every day saying, I don't have much time, or I don't know how much time I have, or any day this autoimmune thing or whatever could ravage me. Like, he probably has a mindset. It's like a machine right now. I have to get as much done as I can now because I just don't know. So he probably works like an animal to try to get as much stuff out because he wants to make sure that when it is time for him, and we're hoping that, and I'm calling 90 at least. So I'm hoping that his worst fears aren't a reality for him. But I'm not even trying to speak that into existence. What I'm trying to say is that for all that he's been through, you know that that's in his mind. You know, in his mind, he's got to be thinking about the what if. And so he's probably made up in his mind that every day is not going to be a wasted day. I'm going to get as much done, and I'm going to put as much out into the world to leave a lasting impression, a good one, on this world as I possibly can for the just in case. And he probably operates that way. Every day it's on 10. It's never on 1. He don't wake up in the morning with the same kind of I'll wait till later as most of us do. He wakes up like, all right, where y'all at? Come on, let's go. It's crazy.
There's not really a plan right now. It's pretty shit. We will see when we can come back, but Ren really needs to get into treatment as quickly as possible. So we'll focus on what's most important and work it out as we go later on when it's appropriate to do so, but it's not right now.
Just I think he pushed himself very hard, and I think you can see that and in the output he has. But for someone of his...
It's crazy that they keep repeating shit that I'm saying.
With his health condition is unreal. It's a lot more than every artist does it.
Yeah. Yo. Is that it?
Here doing
Okay, I don't know what we're doing here, but it just jumped into something else. So I'm going to go ahead and end that right now. All right, y'all. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad I got to see this. I'm glad I got to see this. And I'm looking forward to watching part two. Um, I got some other audio reactions that I'm gonna drop. I'm thinking right now. I guess I'm gonna. You know what? I'm not even going to say whether or not I'm for sure going to drop this only on Patreon. Um, I guess it depends on the response that I get from you guys here. You know, it's been a long time since we've gotten a video to 1,000 likes. If we can get this one to 1,000 likes, then I guess I'll put part two here because that means y'all want to see it. If not, then I'll put it over there on the Patreon. But I'm definitely going to get it part two, and I'm probably going to be doing part two tomorrow. So the moral of the story is, if y'all want to see it here, you got to get it to 1,000 likes today. Today. All right. That was fun. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. And ain't nothing y'all can do about it. You know that I'll be back. I want you right back here too. Till the next one. Peace out.